Welcome to the videos for Chapter 11 practice test on Schoology. So we'll go through and make multiple videos. You just select the ones you need to watch, fast forward to the questions you need to see. This chapter is about surface area and volume of figures, 3D figures. Number one, what is the name of the figure below? So we know that it's a pyramid, okay, because the sides are triangles and there's only one base. So we name it by whatever shape we see on the bottom. Okay, which is a pentagon. So this is just called a pentagonal pyramid. Okay, I think your other options were just pentagon or prism. Prisms would have two pentagons if it was a pentagonal prism. All right, number two, match the following to each description. Prisms, okay, prisms have two bases and lateral faces that are rectangles. So prism would go with B. Pyramids have one base and lateral faces that are triangles. That would be D. Cones have one circular base. Cylinders have two circular bases. Okay, number three. Number three, surface area, lateral area, and volume. Surface area is the sum of the areas of every face, including the bases. Lateral area is going to be with B, the sum of the areas of only the lateral faces. And then volume has to then be A. That's the three-dimensional space inside of a figure. How much space it can contain or how much space it occupies. Okay, so just some definitions there at the beginning. All right, number four, find the lateral area of the square pyramid. So lateral area, first thing you would want to do is find that formula. Okay, that's 1/2 the perimeter times L. L is the slanted height. This is L this time. Okay, so we have the correct height. We'll pay attention to ones where we don't have the correct height. And then the perimeter of the base, since it's a square pyramid, we know that every side is going to be 5, so we have 5 times 4. So the perimeter of the base is 20. So we're ready for our answer. 1/2, the perimeter of the base is 20. The slant height is 6. Okay, 1/2 times 20 times 6 gives us our lateral area. That's 60 square centimeters. Okay, moving on, number 5. The lateral area of this cone. Lateral area for cones is just pi times r, the radius, times L, the slanted height. So again, slant heights are found on the outside of shapes, so we do have L. R is 4. So we have what we need to plug in. Pi times 4 times L, which is 5. This is 20 pi square centimeters. And we're leaving this one in terms of pi. On Schoology, you can just type the 20 in because the pi is already typed in for you. So 20 goes in the blank. Number 6. LA of a cylinder, that formula is 2 pi RH. Okay, so we just need to make sure we know R. For this one, it's 7. And H, for this one, it's 14. So 2 times pi times 7 times 14. Okay, again, we're going to answer this one in terms of pi. So 2 times 7 times 14, that's like 14 times 14, which is 196. So we have 196 pi square inches. That's our lateral area. On number 7. Oh, so we skipped number 7, but that's all right. So number 8, I think it might be number 7 on Schoology. So this might be where the numbers get a little bit off kilter. So just pay attention, make sure you're looking at the correct problem with me. Okay, now we're doing surface area. Okay, look at what shape we have, and we have a cylinder. We write down what that formula is. 2 times pi times r times h. That's the lateral area, plus 2 times pi times r squared. Okay, so do we have everything we need? Looks like the radius is 6. Looks like the height is 9. Can go and plug in 6 for r and 9 for h. So 2 times pi, r is 6, h is 9, plus 2 times pi, r is 6 squared. So we're in good shape to go from here 2 times 6 times 9, that should be 108 pi, plus 36 times 2, so that's 72 pi. So we should be able to add those two together for a final answer of 180 pi square feet. Hopefully that's one of your options for that. Okay, the next one is, it says number 9 on here. I think it's number 8 on your Schoology. For numbers 8 through 10 to the nearest 10th, find the surface area. So this one could be a little bit of a challenging one. We have, for a formula, LA plus 2B, okay, where B has to be one of these triangles. The base is not the bottom of every prism. The base of this prism is the front and the back, because that's the triangles that we have, the shape that we have two of. We have two triangles, parallel and congruent, front and back. So the bases are the triangles. So another way to write this formula is PH plus 2B. Okay, so perimeter of the base times the height. So we need the perimeter of the base, which is 4 plus 4 plus this side is also 4. It's the same as this back side length that is 4. So the perimeter is 12. Okay, the height is 11. Even though it's not up and down, it's the distance between the triangles, front and back, distance between the bases. So perimeter is 12, height is 11, okay? Plus 2 times B. So to get B, what we need is we need to use the area formula for a triangle, which is 1/2 base times height. So capital B is 1/2. The base of the triangle is 4, but we don't know the height of the triangle. That's this. We need to figure that out. Okay, so what we do is we use Pythagorean Theorem for that. Okay, this distance is now 2 meters, half of 4. Okay, we know that the hypotenuse is 4, and we're looking for h. So we need to do 2 squared plus h squared equal to 4 squared for a problem like this. Okay, so that's 4 plus h squared equal to 16. Subtract the 4 over and take the square root. So h is the square root of 12. Okay, so we'll just get a decimal for that. That's like 3.46. So the height of the triangle is 3.46. That's what goes over here. Okay, so we need to do 0.5 times 4 times 3.46. Okay, the area of one of those triangles is 6.92. Okay, that's capital B. That's what goes up here. Okay, so we need to take 6.92 and double that, because there's 2 triangles that size, one on the front, one on the back, and then add that to 12 times 11 for that lateral area. So when you get a final answer for this one, it's surface area in your calculator. Okay, 12 times 11 plus 2 times 6.92. Okay, I got 145.84. So to the nearest 10th, that would be 145.8 square meters. Okay. Moving on. Okay, this one that says number 10, again, I think it's number 9 on your Schoology. So looking through that one, what we have for that is the surface area of a box. Okay, when you do the surface area of a box, you are free to use whatever you want as your base. The formula is here, LA plus 2B. But again, remember, LA is just perimeter times height. Okay, so if we're going to use the bottom as the base, that's a choice that's okay this time. Okay, we know that this side would also be 6, this side would also be 4. So the perimeter would be 6 plus 4. We could just do that times 2, or we could keep adding around 6 plus 4 plus 6 plus 4. The base is the perimeter of the base is going to be 10 this time. Okay, so that goes here. The height would be then the distance between the bases, so distance between the top and bottom. This would be h. So 10 times 5 would be the lateral area. Okay, plus 2 times the area of the base. Okay, well, capital B this time is just a rectangle on the bottom. So base times height, 6 times 4. Capital B is 24. So this is 24. Okay, So we take that P times H to get our surface area. Okay, that's 50 plus 2 times 24 is 48. So the surface area of the whole box would be 98. Our unit is square centimeters. Okay, find the surface area of this pyramid. Okay, number 11 on here. Again, I think it's number 10 on your assignment, Schoology assignment. Okay, surface area formula for this shape, for this pyramid, is LA plus B. Okay, but then the LA formula is just 1/2 PL plus B. Okay, where B is the area of the base. Okay, for this one, unfortunately, we do not have the correct height. Okay, this is going to be called H. We want L, okay, so that we can figure out that lateral area. So we have some work to do. We have to get what the lateral height is, so we got to figure that out. We want this height right here. We know this height right here, which is great, but not the one we want. The other piece we need, if this is 4, then this distance is 1/2 of 4, so 2. So we need to figure out L. So that's Pythagorean Theorem. 2 squared plus 10 squared equals L squared. So if you add these together, we have 2 squared plus 10 squared is going to be 4 plus 100, so 104. We need to take the square root of 104. So it's going to be close to 10, but for the exact answer, we need to do 10 point, this is really just going to be 10.2. Okay, sorry about the handwriting. So 10.2 is going to be L, and that's what we're going to use for our lateral height. We know that. Okay, the other piece we need for lateral area, so that's going to be our L right there. The other piece we need is the perimeter of the base. When the base is a square, you can just take that side length times 4. So the perimeter is going to be 16. So that's these two pieces, 1/2 times 16 times 10.2. Okay, plus capital B we can figure out. Capital B, it's just a square on the bottom, so that's 4 times 4. So capital B is 16. Now we're not doubling that. There's only one square in this whole shape, so we don't need to do that doubling piece. Okay, so we have 10.2 times 16 times 1/2. And then we're adding 16 to that. So that's going to be like 97.6 in your calculator, okay, which is going to be closest to that answer of 98 square units. So whichever option you have for 98. For this one, it's option D, but whatever you have, select the one that's 98. That's the answer that's closest. Okay, and then I'll make this one the last one for this video. So find the surface area, answer in terms of pi. So the surface area for a sphere, okay, is 4 pi r squared. So for that, what we're doing is 4 times pi times the radius, which for this one is 30, squared. So 30 squared. So do your 30 squared times 4, okay, that's 3,600. Pi, and that's how they want you to answer. Answer in terms of pi, squared meters. So there should be an option for that on your school. Okay, tune into the next video to see the rest of the practice test. Thanks for watching.